channel. So now I'm going to talk about my plans for 2025. Well, normally this would be done, this stream will be done exactly as the anniversary stream like I did back in end of 2023, I think. And no, yeah, it was exactly on 1st January this year. As for the reason why I don't do that this time around, well, I have a surprise for you. Anyways, so for an overview of what I'm going to plan for 2025. Okay. For some reason, my OP. Yeah, I'm actually switching back to the OG OPS, which does get some time to get used to, even though I have been using this for like a month or two. Okay, so as an overview, these are the things that I'm going to do. I plan to do, to be more exact, in 2025. So first of all, I plan to exhibit in an exhibition, and I would like to expand into Chinese language. Well, strictly speaking, it's Mandarin, but it's practically being used interchangeably. So, and I do plan to revitalize this channel after being, well, kind of barren, and there will be some changes in both Minado Gameplay Showcase and World Tour. And I am opening up for asynchronous collaboration. Actually, I do open for a long time, but well, I'll explain the details later. By the way, there are some surprises after all of this, so please stick around. So first of all, I plan to exhibit in an exhibition. It possibly will be on the second half, and I will not exhibit in AMG like what I did back in 2022. And I need to make this very clear. It will not be Comic Fiesta because that's the month where I'm going to be incredibly busy. I have to sort out my year-end finances. I need to prepare for Lunar New. I might possibly have to do house cleaning for Lunar New Year. I have to rush the game entries of GC Code Xian. I have to prepare for the 5th anniversary stuffs and all that, so don't expect me to exhibit in Comic Fiesta. That's not gonna happen at all. So the booth, as for the booth, it will be similar to what I did back in AMG 2022, but the games will be invite only unless there isn't enough games. The main reason for that is 4 out of the 8 game titles exhibit back then are either adventure games or visual novels, which I rarely streams, so it doesn't reflect on my channel well. And if the venue organizers allow me to do public live streams, I might go and make arrangements, possibly reruns of old games if that's possible because it's easier to ask permission this way. So next up, expanding into Chinese language. So if you actually see my about page, there's actually a link to my Chinese language channel, which is currently empty aside from a bit of self-introduction. So the channel will start exactly at 1st January 2025, but subsequent live streams will be on Fridays. So there's a reason for this. So I need to start the channel on 1st January because it needs to be coincide with my anniversary. So and for the time being, I will restream games previously featured in my English channel for ease of management. Though the first game will be a completely new game. And the reason for that, well, I should not be spoiling this yet. So hopefully I will be able to attract new audiences this way. So for further details on that regards, I'll leave that when the time comes, when I start streaming on that channel. So as for how I'm going to revitalize this channel that you are currently watching, so I mean, after the month of June, I have stopped streaming One at Midnight Maximum Tune 6RR. So the reason is, well, money, but after evaluating things, I think I should be able to upload videos instead of doing live streams. Another consideration is that with my rate of channel growing, eventually I will run into a limit, so it's better for me to upload videos. And I actually bought an action camera just for this, though I will need to balance this with actual horizontal videos. I can't really tell much because the plans aren't being concrete yet, but for the first 2 months there will be only vertical videos, while on March onwards there will be a vertical video on Saturday, followed by the horizontal version on Sundays. So I will stream Counter-Strike 2 and Magic Chess Go once per week. And keep in mind that I do not stream competitive and premier game modes because there's have been a lot of people doing that. So I will focus more on casual and arms race mode. These modes are shorter, which will fit to my schedule. I still, have a day job and all that, so I can't stream games that require long play times. Even the Magic Chess Go might be a bit of challenge if I want to stream 2 matches instead of 1. And anyways, the frequency of music uploads remain unchanged at once per month. And as a teaser though, the music release from March to June will be part of a series. Well, I only started to compose. Well, strictly speaking, the first of the series has been released, but I can't really tell. I can't tell you which is the first. Well, for that you have to wait for March to know. So please look forward to that. And let's move on to the next part. So starting from, actually the change has happened, which I have announced on my X, but I will only focus on mostly on completed games, because what happened in this year is that there is an explosion of completed games around October and November, and I do struggle to catch up with those, and it is very clear that at this rate I will not be able to complete the games that I intended to stream before the award ceremony, which is actually about less than 3 weeks from now. So, and if I couldn't catch up, I might do this in parallel with Minano Game Parade Showcase 2024. So as long as all stages are playable, as in indicated in the development status at the Minano Game Parade page, but if there are planned updates, I will wait until the updates stop. Though there will be a few cases where development has been completed, but suddenly a new update gets added. We'll see about that. And it's really unfortunate that my plan to stream the commercial game entries, be it present entries and past entries, couldn't be worked out, because considering the time slots that I have, which is working days where I have laundries, having a stream session of 30 minutes or less would cause problems, because I need to reserve the day weekends for Japanese student made and freeware games, which is really kind of a shame, because I wanted to support Japanese student game devs beyond, well into their indie dev days, but I just don't have the time for it. It certainly doesn't help that this channel is supposed to be showcasing a more personal side of myself, rather than being, you know, pigeonholed into, oh, this guy is a weeb who plays Japanese games that not even local people know, that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's really a hard decision, but I will leave the option open sometime in the future. Maybe if this channel gets monetized enough that I can quit my day job comfortably, then I will seriously considering doing so. I'm really looking forward for that day to come. So yeah, regarding asynchronous collaborations, I actually had asked this on my X, but it seems like there's no takers. But then again, when you connect with game devs too much to the point that you neglect networking with fellow videoverse, this is definitely bound to happen. But the main issue of mine is that my stream schedule frequently get interrupted, especially when my nieces come to this house and I should not be streaming because I it would be incredibly inappropriate for sounds of a minor to get into the streaming sounds. So with my niece just barely, I think she was born this year, so I have to wait for 18 years. That means until they enter university. The younger niece enters university, then I can have lesser risks of stream interruptions. So I mean, it would be incredibly abnormal for anyone to not have any sort of collaborations for a period of 18 years on top of the 2-year collab drought that I'm currently ongoing. So I have completed the asynchronous collaboration form. Actually, it was completed back in 2023, but I can't open because, well, unavoidable issues throughout this year. But now that things have been sorted out, I can open the form. Well, it is actually open now. I'm going to post the link. Please wait for a bit. And you might wonder why I didn't ask for a 4th anniversary, you know, asking for congratulatory messages for my upcoming 4th anniversary. Because I got burned by what happened in the past 2 years, where I put up the form and no one gave any message whatsoever, even from fellow VTubers. But then again, considering how I manage my own run and all that, well, that's pretty much the consequences of my own actions, so I can't really I mean, how should I put it? It's 100% my own fault. Okay, let's asynchronous collaboration form. Yeah, by the way, once this stream ends, I will post the form in my community tab in this channel, and alongside with my socials, that is X and Blue Sky. So if you are interested into this particular format, you can try out. I will try to contact you regarding once I have. Well, I don't expect if anyone is actually interested with this, since asynchronous collaborations have a lot of disadvantages, where the lack of, how should I put this? The lack of direct communication between collab members is actually quite a huge turnoff for regular viewers, but it also opens up flexibility in terms of time zones, different kind of fan base. So I think more VTubers should try out this type of collaborations, and I actually had a few in the past, all back in 2021, but for some reason the format just simply couldn't continue, so we'll see about that in the future. So as for Wardige Tour Volume 8 and 9, So I will be sticking to short games, though, as I have catching things up. I can put one long game for both War Defense 2025 and the 17th WarDcon, whereas the rest of the games will be 2 hours or less, where games which has an game length of 1 hour or less will get 3 titles, while games between 1 to 2 hours will get 2 titles. So well, I don't have much things else to speak about. So now let's have the surprise. So first off, yep, I have made my own channel emblems. So it comes in 3 languages, as you can see, though the letterings at the middle are kind of crude because I do this on paint and I couldn't align them properly. So yep, those text on the alignment on the emblems will not be fixed. I need to take this out there, though if I have the time, and maybe some money, maybe I'll hire someone to fix this, though it is unlikely. And these emblems will be uploaded to my channels on 1st of January 2025. So, and the second surprise of today, why it goes offline? Okay, and the second surprise of today will be this. So for my 4th anniversary, instead of having a dedicated live stream just to commemorate the milestone, I will have a series of live streams where I am going to showcase my planned content for year 2025, except for the Wangan video, because that will be released on weekends. In fact, I do have the videos for the month of January scheduled, so please look forward for that. So yeah, there will be, so to kick things off, right at all zeros, I really don't know how to pronounce that. It's supposed to be 2400, but that would be 31st December, which isn't right. I'll check that out later on. And it will be a music release, then followed by 3-minute aggro hero at 0900, then gang hunter at 1000, CS2 at 1300, magic chest go at 1500, and ends with slight birds at 2200. All times are in UTC +8. So I hope that you will look. Hopefully these streams will be enough to keep you around throughout the day. So yeah, that's it for the plans for 2025. I hope that with that I can bring my VTubing activities towards the next level, and maybe one day I can actually grow my channel in a far more meaningful way. So, and for those who, for my existing subscribers and viewers, and also the game developers, fellow VTubers whom I have come across, thank you so much for your support. And year 2025 is definitely a year where I am doing and moving in and no, advancing in a forward position. Hopefully things will go smooth. So that's it for today's stream. So after this, I will need to record the music release for tomorrow, which will be published to the public at, let me check my schedule first. I kind of forget. Let me see first. Okay, so the music for month of December 2024 will be released at 2030 UTC +8, followed by Rock and Rolls over my Japanese game Rock and Rolls 2 over on my Japanese gaming channel at 2110 UTC +8. So if you are not watching from this particular time zone, please use a time zone converter to convert to your local time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.